You're not ready for what you're about to hear, because what we reveal in this video goes completely against what most seniors have been told for decades. You've been warned about sugar, caffeine, soda, but no one told you about these drinks. Drinks hiding in plain sight, ones that claim to be healthy, ones that are sold as natural, zero-calorie, even heart-smart. But the shocking truth, they're quietly destroying your heart, brain, and metabolism every single day. And here's the part most people will refuse to believe. 93% of seniors over 60 are drinking at least one of these weekly. And the scariest thing, some of them feel more tired, foggy, or swollen and never realize these drinks are the reason. In this video, we reveal the 4 worst drinks you should never touch after 60, and the 4 you must drink daily to take back control. Ranked from least to most dangerous, and from least to most healing. We know this video is going to get a ton of comments. We're ready for it, because every claim here is backed by real, peer-reviewed science, clinical trials, human studies, no hype, no guesswork, just shocking facts that most companies pray you never see. And make sure you stay until the end, because the number 1 drink on our list, the one seniors have been told to avoid for decades, can actually reduce your risk of death from heart disease by 27%, according to new research. That one discovery alone could change your life forever. Before we dive in, tell us in the comments, what year were you born? We're reading and replying to every single one. Now let's kick things off with the 4 worst drinks silently harming your health, starting with number 4, and trust me, you've probably had it this week. Number 4, store-bought iced tea. You might think iced tea is harmless. After all, it's just tea and water, right? Unfortunately, most store-bought iced teas are loaded with sugar, additives, and chemical preservatives that completely override any of the benefits that real tea once had. The average bottle contains over 40 grams of sugar. That's 10 teaspoons in a single serving. And the damage goes deeper. According to a study published in the journal Nutrition, adults who consume sugar-sweetened beverages daily have a 26% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes. And older adults? That risk climbs even higher due to reduced insulin sensitivity after age 60. But the sugar isn't the only problem. Store-bought teas often contain high fructose corn syrup, artificial flavors, and caramel coloring. One common additive called sodium benzoate, when combined with vitamin C in tea or lemon, can form benzene, a known carcinogen. In fact, a 2018 investigation by Consumer Reports found benzene traces in multiple bottled tea brands. Even diet versions are worse. They often include artificial sweeteners like aspartame or sucralose, which can spike insulin levels and disrupt the gut microbiome. This is especially risky for seniors whose gut health is already more fragile with age. And then there's oxalates. While tea naturally contains beneficial antioxidants like catechins, commercial teas can also contain high levels of oxalates, which in excess may contribute to kidney stone formation, especially in dehydrated seniors. The combination of high sugar, chemical additives, and oxalate buildup turns that innocent-looking bottle of tea into a slow-acting threat to your kidneys, heart, and blood sugar. If you love tea, switch to freshly brewed unsweetened green tea or herbal options like hibiscus or rooibos. Brew it at home, drink it chilled, and sweeten only with a small slice of orange or a dash of cinnamon if needed. This gives you the antioxidant benefits without the dangerous hidden risks. Next up, this one's way more common than you think, and way more dangerous. Number 3. Fruit juice. It sounds healthy. It's labeled 100% juice. Maybe it even says no added sugar. But the truth is, drinking fruit juice after 60 is one of the fastest ways to raise your blood sugar, stress your pancreas, and gain belly fat, even if it's natural. Why? Because fruit juice is liquid fructose. The fiber that protects you in whole fruit is completely stripped away, leaving behind a highly concentrated dose of sugar that hits your bloodstream almost instantly. Just 1 cup of orange juice has about 22 grams of sugar. That's nearly the same as a can of soda, and your body reacts to it the same way. According to research published in the British Medical Journal, drinking one or more servings of fruit juice per day was associated with an 18% increased risk of type 2 diabetes. For older adults whose insulin sensitivity is already declining with age, that risk becomes even more dangerous. The problem lies in how your liver responds to fructose. When you drink juice, your liver is flooded with sugar all at once, forcing it to convert the excess into fat. This process, called de novo lipogenesis, doesn't just increase triglycerides, it raises visceral fat, which surrounds your organs and significantly raises your risk of heart disease. Even juices labeled "no sugar added" are still a problem. The natural sugars in grapes, apples, and oranges are dense, and without fiber to slow their absorption, they trigger blood sugar spikes that lead to crashes. That's when you feel tired, dizzy, irritable, or start craving more sugar. Over time, these crashes wear down your energy, confuse your hunger signals, and damage your insulin response. One Harvard study showed that switching from fruit juice to whole fruit could lower diabetes risk by up to 26%. So what's the better option? Eat the whole fruit. Don't drink it. The fiber in an apple, a handful of berries, or a slice of watermelon slows the absorption of sugar and provides powerful antioxidants. If you must have juice, dilute it heavily with water and drink it with a fiber-rich meal to blunt the spike. But ideally, just skip the juice entirely. Now get ready. This next one might shock you, especially if you've ever relied on it to stay alert or energized during the day. Number 2. Energy drinks and caffeinated boosters. Energy drinks might seem like a quick fix for fatigue, a little boost to get through a sluggish morning. But for adults over 60, these drinks can be downright dangerous. Most contain a cocktail of caffeine, sugar, synthetic stimulants, and artificial additives that overstimulate the heart, spike blood pressure, and increase the risk of arrhythmias, irregular heart rhythms that can become fatal. One study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that energy drinks caused significant QT interval prolongation, a disruption in the heart's electrical cycle, within just 90 minutes of consumption. For seniors, especially those on heart medications, this can lead to sudden cardiac complications. And it's not just about caffeine. Energy drinks often contain guarana, taurine, ginseng, and other synthetic ingredients that interact unpredictably with aging organs. Guarana alone can double the caffeine dose without clearly stating it on the label. That means a can of energy drink can contain the equivalent of 3 to 4 cups of coffee, but your body doesn't feel it all at once. It hits in waves. You feel jittery, then anxious, then suddenly drained. Seniors are particularly vulnerable because aging livers metabolize caffeine more slowly, meaning it lingers in the bloodstream longer. That's why many people over 60 report insomnia, heart palpitations, or unexplained anxiety after drinking these so-called boosters. If you're using energy drinks to fight fatigue, there's a deeper problem. Poor sleep, dehydration, low iron, or poor nutrition may be draining your energy. Instead of covering it up with a stimulant, treat the root. Try drinking cold-pressed beet juice or unsweetened matcha tea. Beet juice has been shown in studies to improve endurance, boost nitric oxide for better blood flow, and reduce fatigue without the crash. Matcha provides a calm alertness thanks to its combination of caffeine and the amino acid L-theanine. It's clean, balanced, and supports your brain instead of burning it out. Now we've reached the drink at the top of the danger list. It's the most consumed one of them all, and likely the most misunderstood. But before we continue, if you have been enjoying the video so far, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss more videos like this. Number 1. Diet soda. It's marketed as the healthy alternative. 0 sugar, 0 calories, no guilt. But for seniors, diet soda might be one of the most dangerous daily habits hiding in plain sight. New research is sounding the alarm. A 2020 study from the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found that women over 60 who consumed just 2 servings of diet soda daily had a 23% higher risk of stroke and a 29% increased risk of heart disease. What's even more alarming is that these results held even after adjusting for weight, exercise, and existing health conditions. That means it's not what diet soda replaces, it's what it does inside your body. The sweeteners are the issue. Artificial compounds like aspartame, sucralose, and acesulfame potassium were approved decades ago, long before researchers understood their effects on gut health, insulin signaling, and brain chemistry. These sweeteners confuse your brain's satiety centers, making you feel hungry even when you're not. They also alter your gut microbiome, the colony of bacteria that regulates digestion, immunity, and even blood sugar. One landmark study published in Nature revealed that artificial sweeteners disrupted the microbiota in mice and caused glucose intolerance in just a few days. Later human trials confirmed similar outcomes. In seniors, where gut diversity is already lower, these changes can be devastating. So, what should you drink instead? Sparkling water with lemon or cucumber is a great substitute that hydrates without artificial chemicals. You can also try infusing still water with mint, berries, or a splash of apple cider vinegar. If you miss the fizz, opt for unsweetened seltzers with natural flavor oils, but read the label carefully. The key is to get off the chemical sweetener loop and back to real hydration that supports your cells, your organs, and your energy. Next, we're flipping the gears. Now that you know what to avoid, let's move into the drinks you must add to your day, starting with the least, but still powerful, on the list. Number 4. Unsweetened pomegranate juice. If there's one drink that older adults should be sipping more often, but almost never are, it's unsweetened pomegranate juice. But don't confuse this with the sugary supermarket blends that mix pomegranate with apple or grape juice. We're talking about 100% pure pomegranate juice with no added sugar, preservatives, or concentrates. Because when it's pure, this crimson-colored liquid becomes one of the most powerful drinks you can pour into a glass, especially for your heart, blood vessels, and belly fat. Let's start with the science. A clinical trial published in Atherosclerosis followed patients with severe carotid artery stenosis, one of the top predictors of stroke and heart attack. Those who drank 50 milliliters of pomegranate juice daily for just 1 year reduced arterial plaque buildup by up to 30%, while the group that didn't drink it saw their plaque increase by 9%. That's not a small difference. That's reversing one of the most serious forms of cardiovascular aging, using only juice. But it gets better. Pomegranate juice also significantly reduces systolic blood pressure. A separate study published in Clinical Nutrition found that just 2 weeks of daily pomegranate juice consumption dropped systolic blood pressure by an average of 12 millimeters of mercury. For older adults dealing with hypertension or borderline pressure, that's enough to shift out of the danger zone without a pill. The secret is in the polyphenols. Pomegranates contain punicalagins and anthocyanins, compounds that reduce oxidative stress, improve endothelial function, and relax stiff arteries. Simply put, they help your blood flow better. So how do you use it? Stick with 100% unsweetened pomegranate juice. Start with about half a cup a day and work up to 1 full cup, taken with or after a meal to slow absorption. Avoid blends or juice cocktails. You can also mix it with sparkling water for a refreshing, soda-like drink that supports your heart instead of stressing it. Keep it cold and drink it within a week of opening to preserve the antioxidants. Now we're moving to number 3, and this one isn't a fruit at all. It's a common green that most people ignore, but it's quietly helping seniors lower cholesterol and shrink their waistlines. Number 3. Barley water. Most people over 60 have never tried barley water, and yet it's been used in traditional medicine for centuries to lower cholesterol, balance blood sugar, and flush toxins from the kidneys. This humble drink is made by boiling whole barley grains in water, then straining the liquid. It might not sound fancy, but research shows it could be one of the most powerful metabolic protectors seniors can sip, especially when it comes to belly fat, blood pressure, and even diabetes. Barley is packed with a special type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan. This fiber dissolves in water and forms a gel-like substance in your digestive tract. That gel binds to bile acids, which are made from cholesterol, and helps eliminate them through the stool. In turn, your liver pulls more cholesterol out of your bloodstream to make new bile, lowering LDL naturally. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that daily barley consumption reduced LDL cholesterol by 17% in just 4 weeks. That's comparable to low-dose statin therapy without the side effects. But barley water isn't just about cholesterol. It has powerful effects on blood sugar too. The beta-glucan slows digestion and sugar absorption, creating a more stable glucose response after meals. To make it at home, rinse half a cup of whole barley thoroughly. Add it to about 4 cups of water in a pot. Bring it to a boil, then simmer for 30 to 40 minutes until the water looks slightly cloudy and smells nutty. Strain out the grains and let the liquid cool. You can drink it warm or cold. Add lemon juice or a touch of cinnamon if you prefer more flavor, but skip the sugar. Drink 1 to 2 cups a day, especially in the morning or early afternoon for the best metabolic impact. Now let's talk about a drink that hydrates, heals, and detoxifies at the same time. It's bright, cheap, and probably already in your fridge. Number 2. Pickle juice. You probably poured it down the drain your whole life. But if you're over 60, pickle juice might just be the secret weapon your body's been begging for. This salty, sour liquid isn't just a leftover from cucumbers. It's a metabolic cocktail of vinegar, electrolytes, and antioxidants that can stabilize blood sugar, ease muscle cramps, fight dehydration, and even help with weight control. Yes, pickle juice. Let's start with blood sugar. Pickle juice contains acetic acid, the active compound in vinegar. According to a study published in Diabetes Care, consuming vinegar before a high-carb meal reduced post-meal glucose spikes by 34% in people with insulin resistance. That's huge. It works by slowing down how quickly carbohydrates are broken down into sugar and absorbed. That means less insulin, fewer crashes, and reduced fat storage, especially around the belly. Now think about hydration. As you age, your thirst signal gets weaker. You could be dehydrated and not even feel it. But dehydration thickens your blood, raises your blood pressure, and exhausts your muscles. Pickle juice contains sodium, potassium, and magnesium, the exact electrolytes your body loses through sweat, urine, and aging kidneys. Unlike sugary sports drinks, pickle juice replenishes these minerals without adding calories or sugar. That's why athletes use it to prevent cramps, and seniors can too. Speaking of cramps, one study in Medicine and Science in Sports and Exercise showed that drinking just 1 ounce of pickle juice stopped muscle cramps 40% faster than water alone. Scientists believe the acetic acid triggers a reflex in the throat that signals your nervous system to relax the muscle. It's not just hydration, it's neural. But what about weight? Another study from bioscience, biotechnology, and biochemistry found that daily vinegar intake, like what's in pickle juice, led to significant reductions in belly fat, waist size, and triglyceride levels over just 12 weeks. And because pickle juice contains no fat or sugar, it supports weight control without spiking your glucose or causing cravings. Now here's how to use it. Drink 1 to 2 tablespoons of pure pickle juice before meals or before bed. Make sure it's from real fermented pickles, not ones made with vinegar and artificial flavor. Look for cloudy liquid with garlic, dill, or spices. That means it's full of probiotics too. And don't overdo it. Pickle juice is salty, so if you have high blood pressure, choose a low-sodium fermented version or check with your doctor first. And now we've reached the final drink on our list. It's the most powerful by far. It's shocking how few people over 60 know about it. Number 1. Black coffee. For decades, seniors were warned about coffee. Too much caffeine. Bad for your heart. Dehydrates you. Raises blood pressure. But the truth? Pure black coffee, without sugar, creamers, or artificial syrups, is one of the most powerful anti-aging drinks you can have. And the latest studies prove it can protect your brain, lower blood sugar, boost metabolism, and even slash your risk of dying from heart disease. Let's talk numbers. A massive meta-analysis published in Circulation looked at more than 200,000 adults over 60. The results were shocking. Those who drank 2 to 3 cups of plain black coffee per day had a 25% lower risk of cardiovascular death, a 30% lower risk of stroke, and a 26% lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. And we're not talking about fancy lattes or sugary fraps, just plain black coffee. What makes it so effective? It's packed with powerful polyphenols, natural plant compounds that reduce inflammation, protect blood vessels, and support insulin sensitivity. One of the most potent is chlorogenic acid. It slows the release of glucose into the bloodstream and reduces the absorption of carbohydrates from food. This is especially helpful for older adults trying to avoid spikes in blood sugar after meals. A study in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry found that chlorogenic acid improved glucose metabolism by 43% in people with metabolic syndrome. It's also a major brain protector. Seniors who drink black coffee daily have significantly lower rates of Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and age-related memory decline. A 2022 study published in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience found that seniors who consumed 3 cups of coffee daily had a 65% lower risk of cognitive decline over 10 years. The caffeine works synergistically with antioxidants to improve focus, protect neurons, and reduce the buildup of harmful brain plaques. Now, how do you drink it for maximum benefit? Skip the sugar. Skip the creamer. No syrups. No artificial flavors. Brew fresh coffee using filtered water, preferably from organic beans to avoid pesticide residues. A French press or pour-over method works best to preserve antioxidants. Drink it in the morning to align with your natural cortisol rhythm and avoid disturbing your sleep cycle. Start slow. 1 cup a day is enough to begin seeing benefits. If you have blood pressure issues, talk to your doctor first. But know this, in most seniors, regular black coffee intake actually lowers blood pressure over time due to its antioxidant content. So, there you have it. 8 drinks. 4 that could quietly wreck your health, and 4 that can actually help reverse the damage if you start using them daily. The real danger isn't just the soda or the sweet tea. It's the habits we've been told are normal. But now you know better. And the best part, you can start changing this today. If you're over 60, your body needs help managing inflammation, blood sugar, hydration, and circulation. These aren't minor issues. They're the root causes of nearly every chronic disease seniors face: heart disease, diabetes, stroke, memory loss, fatigue, even joint pain. And the drinks you choose every day, they either feed the fire or help put it out. Now we want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell us, what's the one drink you've been having daily that might need a second look? We read and replied to every comment. And if you found this video helpful, give it a like, hit subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. We've got more senior health breakthroughs on the way. Real science, simplified for real results. If you have any questions or want to share your own experiences, feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.